Prior to receiving his offer, this rookie netminder had eyes already set on the program.
Well, I think I was already sold on Holy Cross before they even tried to send me a pitch. It was just I don't know, it just felt right.
While this second-year veteran found the team's hockey schedule the most intriguing part about the program.
I think them being independent really helps them out because they get to play a really cool, really difficult schedule.
Welcome back to Commits with Cruchon. Josh Frenette is a second-year veteran of the Maryland Black Bears. The alternate captain just recently committed to Long Island University. He goes into detail about what that recruitment process looked like with the Sharks.
Yeah, so it was kind of sudden and quick. Assistant coach Mikhail reached out to me, and he showed me love from the start and a lot of interest. And I had a great talk with him my first time, and then a week later, they were offering me. So it was pretty quick, but yeah, I have nothing but respect and for Coach Riley and Coach Mikhail for being completely honest with me and showing me a lot of love from the get-go, and not beating around the bush. So it was a pretty cool experience, and yeah, the great coaching staff there.
Brian Cooke is a rookie goaltender for the Minot Minotaurs. He recently committed to College of the Holy Cross, and his commitment was a family affair. He shares more on why.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a really neat place, right? My sister applied early decision. She just turned in her application 2 days ago, which is really exciting. And so our whole family is just big on Holy Cross. And most importantly, the boss, my mom, was a big fan of just the school in general.
Long Island features a jam-packed schedule of opponents from all across Division I college hockey. This past weekend, they faced off with Minnesota for the first time. Josh explains that playing for a program with the status of independent is something that drew him in.
I think them being independent really helps them out because they get to play a really cool, really difficult schedule. And I mean, you've seen it this year. They're playing really well. They're beating really high level opponents, and I think it's super intriguing getting to go play high, really competitive teams in their rink and ultimately get the chance to beat them and kind of be seen as an underdog and come in and just compete.
The 17-year-old St. Louis native talks us through what his commitment process looked like.
It was like I got called after practice on Wednesday, and I called my dad right afterwards, basically to get the okay from him, and then I called Coach Michaels right back, and I committed. So it was about a 30-minute window from offer to commitment.
The 19-year-old from Canada explains why education was also top of mind when picking a program. He shares a moment from his tour on campus.
I think one of the biggest highlights for me was I met the dean of business, and he just seemed to really care about his students, and he really had time for them, which was super helpful for me trying to be successful academically and on the ice. Having a coach that seemed to really care about his players, and then also having a academic help who also really seemed to care and have relationships with their students. It ultimately made the decision super easy for me because I knew I would have a lot of people in my corner there.
Brian dives into detail on what it means to secure a Division I commitment and how it feels to see his work be recognized.
Yeah, it kind of validates a lot of the hard work I've put in, right? Sometimes in the summer, especially every early morning and late night, it just kind of feels like, sometimes what am I doing this for? But now that I've got this marked on the calendar, it knows hey, I got to get to this level by this time, and so it adds some more urgency. It also feels good to kind of validate the hard work pays off, right? So, a combination of it just feels great, but also it kind of motivates me to work harder now because you can see that the work translates.
The Long Island Sharks are home to many North American Hockey League alums. Josh shares more on seeing and meeting them while on the tour.
Yeah, so Long Island obviously has a lot of former North American Hockey League players, and so we got to kind of talk. I played against a few of them last year, so that was pretty cool to talk to them about their experience in their first year coming from the NA. And yeah, so it was really cool to meet them, and then they kind of really helped me in making my decision because I played against them last year, and like I know how they play, and now they're playing at the Division One level, so it kind of made me see that I was able to do so as well.
Cooke shares more on what makes him excited to join the program and what also sold him about the school.
They're really competitive every year. They've been a top 30, top 25 program each year the last couple of years, and I think that's definitely a big piece of it is being at a competitive and winning program. They have a very good academic standard there, and that's a pretty big piece for me. But overall, I think it just felt right. You can't really describe that feeling sometimes, but it was the right fit in so many different places that it was kind of a no-brainer.